Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of the SL Aviation podcast. And I think all my audio's working and video's working. So welcome. It's been a while. We've been on winter break here, holiday break. And actually, we haven't done one since the fly-in camp-out deal, I think. So it's good to be back in the saddle again. I've got the crew up there in the studio, and I thought I would do a little tour of Jinsil Airport. We do airport to airport about every podcast feature an airport. I've never featured my own airport, so I thought it would be a good time to do that since we didn't have any other airports on our list right now. So I'm here at the main terminal by the runway. I'll go up here to the studio and let you see all the folks there. We'll be back to do the formal introduction. We've got some special guests here today, and we're going to be talking about Mona in a little bit. And Mona's not a lady, but you'll find out what that is in just a few minutes. But I did want to do a tour because Jinsil has a lot of different facets to it. It's not just an airport to land and take off from, but we have there's a lot of destination stuff that you can do here. So the main thing, if you get to the airport, come to the by the main terminal entrance here and click on our teleport system, and you got a whole list of things. So we got a biker bar, we got bowling up there, courtesy of Mike Mapp. The Legion Fire Department is stationed here as well. We got fishing. The Luke's Scuba place is over in a different sim, but that's pretty cool. We got the Moody Blues Bar, the MTFB Radio Studio, rock and roller rink up there for a good place to have parties. The space station. And the farm, which is kind of a remote airfield way up high for your smuggling and covert operations, maybe. The underground is Billy Bob's Underground. And we have 2 stargates here as well that you can teleport to various places around Second Life. So first of all, I think we got some activity going up there on the farm, so I don't want to interrupt that right now. So we will, I'll click back here and go back to page 1. Maybe I have to bring it up again. And we'll just start up at the biker bar and come down from there. How's that sound? So here we are up in the forest, and there's quite a bit to do up here. If you want to drive around, we have a race course where you can race up the mountain to the farm. And if you come over here, I'll show you real quick. If you go through this tunnel, you go into another whole like campground and woods area and things like that. It's a lot of fun to just travel around here. I'll scoot through here real fast for you. And actually, Eric from Legion Fire set all this up for us, and they were doing some firefighting exercises up here, and it was so cool. I said, just leave it. It's a good place for people to come and hang out. So these all of our entertainment venues are open, and if you need a place to come and hang out or have a party, just let us know, and we'll get you set up here. And you can use all the facilities here. We'll give you a group tag and everything, and you can have a nice party. So this is our biker bar. And I would ride down the mountain, but I don't think we don't have time for that right now. I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible. So now I'm going to go down to down to Jinsil City, and Flywalker Aviation Outfitters here is my store, and I have some products here, and there's some planes available and things like that, a few demos of my buildings. But you can come up and tour that as you wish, and we'll run over here to the city real quick. And we got, 7 entertainment venues now, and they're hardly ever used, so if you want to come and use one, again, just let us know. A good place to party. Here's Billy Bob's Rock and Roller, the roller rink, and there's roller skates here you can get for free, and you can come and just skate till your heart's content. So it's a great place to have a party. Kind of a 80s theme, I think, and that's what we usually play when we do parties up here is 80s music, but you can do whatever you want as long as it's within the moderate sim guidelines. So this is Jinsil City, and we got an Irish pub here. Of course, here's the bowling alley. Mike came up with this bowling alley theme, which I thought was pretty cool. He made an outdoor beach thing. Fortunately, it never rains here, so we don't have to worry about the lanes getting ruined. And let's see here. We have an outdoor concert venue over here. I'll zoom over to that. And if you want to do an outdoor concert with a band or whatever, it's there. And then we have a more upscale place here called the Moody Blues, and that's for fancier parties and music gigs, whatever. So, quick tour of Jinsil City. There's a putt-putt up here. Miniature golf, and a basketball. You can come up here and play basketball. And then of course the racetrack. So you can start here and race up the mountain, up the track, and then go up through the woods clear to the top. There's actually 2 parts to it. So plenty of stuff to do to hang out. And okay, so I'm going to go back over here. Here's a teleport over here. I forgot where I put them all. So I'm going to go back down to the main terminal and show you. Well, I guess we can't get there from here. We didn't set all that up. Okay. So let me just go on down here this way, and I'm going to go back up. I wanted to show you this last thing. Go back up to the space station here. You notice the bridge is sitting here. This normally isn't here, but you're going to see what this is here for a little bit later in our podcast. It's a special demo. So if you want to take a quick ride up to the space station, just come over here and click on the transport, board it, and get ready. I'm going to go to mouse here, I think. And we are going up to the space station. There used to be a bunch of zombies and weird stuff up there, but we took all that out, and it's just a place to go hang out now. And you can dock your spaceship. We have some rental hangars for spaceships up there, very inexpensive. And if you just want to come and hang out or role play or outer space adventure stuff, that is fine. I think I had, let me see here. I'm going to use shared environment because I think I have it set, I have it set to go to night here when you get up here, in a pretty cool wind light thing. So, yeah. It almost looks like a coffin, doesn't it? I hope it's not. And, yeah, so we land up here in the space station. And we have one to ride back down to the airport if you want to, but we'll take a quick run through the space station here. and that was we have a bridge going from Jinsil over to the other sim on Baramdali, which is the biggest part of the airport is on this sim. So we have a lift here to go to all the different places on the space station, and I won't bore you with going to all those. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and like I said, a good place to hang out. If you just want to come up here, we got like a meditation dome, and we got a library if you want to come up here and read. Of course, you better bring your own book, because I think all the books in there are fake. But we are a GTFO sim for air freight, sea freight, and also space freight. So that works out pretty good. And speaking of that, I'll do one more tour. So let me cam out here real quick and show you. I won't go to all the levels of the space station. There's like 6 levels here, but here's our space station. And like I said, down on, I cammed into a pod there. So there's the space station. You can see all the stuff, and we do have, like I said, we've got hangars available for you down here on the lower levels if you want to rent a space hangar for your spaceship and whatever your role play stuff is. It's pretty cool. So there's our hangars, and they just set up here most of the time empty, so please feel free to do that. Okay, so space station real quick, and then we're going to go down here to the docks. Maybe. I hope teleport doesn't fail me here. I hate it when it goes slow like this. Okay, there it goes. Because sometimes we crash. So here we are down at the water. The water looks a little weird here, but so we do have a couple boat slips for rent, and of course we have a public dock, so you can bring your boat in and out anytime. And we have Neo Realms fishing, so that's always a lot of fun and a good relaxing activity for you. So you can come up here. Let's do it the adventurous way here. I did say we'd removed all the zombies, but I think there might be some left in this tunnel up here. Call the elevator down here, and I'll ride back up and rejoin the podcast crew that's sitting up there patiently waiting on me. Want to make... So the tunnel, you can go to the main terminal here, or you can go all the way through to Billy Bob's Underground. So I'm going to run. Try not to take up much time here. This is live and unrehearsed, so please forgive me. I was going to do a more professional edited video, and I thought, nah, what the heck, let's just do it. Just like somebody was coming in visiting. Okay. So here we go. It's a little dark in here. Yep. Oh, there's a zombie. There are shotguns available up here if you need them, but I can outrun them. We'll come around up here. Yeah, there's shotguns available there for 0 lindens if you want to go try to take the zombies out. And if you get in here safely and get the door shut, they won't bother you because you are safely in Billy Bob's Underground. Let's get that shut. So here's Billy Bob's Underground, another venue for your party. or if you just want to come down here and hang out and play a little beer pong or pool, or just sit and chat with friends. It's open for your learning, or learning for your relaxation and enjoyment. So let's get on back up to the crew here. And we are back up at the airport proper. Haven't shown you everything, but I think Kyle can chime in here. Kyle, do we have any hangars available?
Presently, not at the moment. I don't believe. I do believe we have a dock slip available.
That's okay.
Space station, we do have plenty available.
Yeah, there's hangars up at the space station. So, let's see. I forget what. Okay, the studio's on 5, so we'll come back up here to 5. And oops, might help if I got on the elevator. Right there we go. So yeah, Kyle is our airport manager and security guy here. So if you come and don't see me around, which Kyle's here a lot more than I am, holler at him. He'll be glad to help you. I do know that I talked to Brandy and they're Skyward, and I'm telling you this now, Kyle, sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Skyward's planning on doing their destination party here on Saturday. So Brandy has all the perms and stuff so she can set the stream.
Huh?
Okay, so you really won't have to do anything other than know that there's going to be people coming in. So here we are, back at the hangout, and we got a nice crew here with us today. And yeah, it's good to be back. And I'll go around now and introduce everybody. I'm going to have to change my wind light here in a minute because everybody's looking a little dark. But AW, how you doing today, sir?
Oh, it's good to be back. I guess you got your wind light set on zombie mode there.
Yeah,
that was a nice tour. I haven't seen most of what you have here in Jinsil. I'm impressed. Okay. I want to go and explore now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it as brief and painless as possible, but there is a lot of cool stuff up there to do.
Yeah, I didn't know you had slips too.
Yeah, boat slips.
Place so you can launch. You can get right into the main ocean.
Yeah, right. And that's good sailing down out of here and down through the JoJo Gulf. Kyle, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well. It's great to be back. That was a nice tour you gave there, Luke. And to anyone listening, Jinsil has a little bit of something for everybody. So come on out, check it out.
And we're pretty friendly too, I think.
Except for the zombies.
Yeah.
We don't bite much.
Yeah. I think the zombies in the tunnel are the only one left here. We did have a bunch of them.
I miss those. I used to go up to your space station just to shoot them.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And I had them. I had the whole what was it, scenario thing set up where you could go through the whole story and find the hidden gift things and all that. So, Blake, welcome to Jinsil and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that.
Okay, and thank you for coming on today to help us with our discussion about Mona.
That's not a problem at all.
Yeah. Did you want to say something else? I interrupted you there. Didn't mean to.
Oh, I was just going to say that I've actually toured around this airport a few times with a couple of my girlfriends, and we've been up and down this place and accidentally ran into those zombies like quite some time back. And, we'd say, hey, you know what? I think from the grid drive, the docks over here, we can get out this way, right? So we start walking down the tunnel. All of a sudden, these zombies come out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I hate zombies. And so I'm just like, geez, man. So we're trying to get around them and everything. So it was a big surprise to me, too. But I dig this place. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I originally put those in the tunnel because the Legion Fire was doing a fire exercise down there, firefighting exercise. So I didn't tell them, and I put the zombies down there. So they were quite surprised when they were trying to put out the fire and the zombies started attacking them. But they liked it. They thought it was cool. Mr. Metmes, how are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Great to be here again. It's a pleasure. And this occasion is very different. It's an other category. Jinsil is much more bigger than Saint Aubrey. It's impressive, and it's a location to be here and to have a look. Then, on behalf of Saint Aubrey, nevertheless, I would like to wish everyone a happy new year. We hope to see lots of visitors and lots of air and boat traffic at Saint Aubrey in this year too. And from Saint Aubrey's point of view, there is not much to report. You can feel her curious absence since October 2025 everywhere you look. The sailors are the only ones who have stuck to their program. Bianca with her 3 races a week and hot laps, who have also been guests. And on behalf of Akira is still in real life. She contacted me today, but I don't have any further news. So let's hope. That is all what I can say at the moment.
Okay. Well, we wish the best for Hikaria, and we hope she gets back here very soon.
Thank you very much.
And St. Aubrey, we will be returning there. We have one more on the road podcast here on the 24th. We're going to actually be over at Mona because that's their big grand opening weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But yeah, and we will be returning back over to do our week or every other week podcast from St. Aubrey here. So hopefully we'll get some more traffic back there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
thank you. Cool.
And that's the life of airport owners, though. That's what happens. So let's see here. I'm going to bring up my agenda. I got to come over here to my list again, or my slides, and we're going to talk to Blake here. Well, we have other guests here, and they're here to help support Blake as he talks about the Mona here. And we have Trans and CJ Duke and Farron, and they're here. And also Oliveri sitting over here all by himself in the couch. Welcome, Oliveri. We do welcome you all to Jinsil. And we're glad you could come here, and we're really getting excited about the grand opening ceremonies there at St. Aubrey. So what I'm going to open up my chat window here so that we can see you guys what the other say. I'll close these other IMs out, and so people can see if you want to chime in and add some chat to the discussion about Mona there. So feel free to do so, Trans and CJ and everybody else. So Blake, again, welcome, and let's tell everybody who you are, what your rank is and whatever, and tell us a little, and then I'll ask you some questions about Mona.
My name is Commander Blake Coverdale, and I am with the Blue Angels, and I'm also with Naval Air Station Auburn Bay, which is, you can find that in, I think it's Auburn Bay. I always forget the name messed up, but Auburn is where the Naval Air Station is located, but I'm representing the Museum of Naval Aviation today, and I'm honored to have been asked to do that.
Okay.
So, you've got questions, I've got answers.
Okay, so just give us kind of a brief overview. What is a Museum of Naval Aviation, and what all's there real quick. And while you're talking, I went over there this morning and grabbed a quick video of the station. So I'm just going to let that loop here on YouTube as you talk. There's no sound to it or anything. So
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. So the Museum of Naval Aviation, also known as MONA, is the grand opening is going to be coming up. It's going to be the weekend of January 23rd, January 24th, and January 25th. And what you're going to find there, if you come down and take a tour, there is probably one of the largest collections of naval aircraft, helicopters, jets, and so forth. And it's a big collection. I was stuttering there. I have been in there quite a bit lately because we've been doing some practices and everything with the Blue Angels, and I've looked through the collection, and it is vast. It's definitely the biggest I have seen other than the Fly for Life, probably comparable, if not bigger, but it's definitely worth seeing. So if you get the opportunity, you should come down. They're going to be doing the welcome and museum tour with Jade Brightflame at, I believe, 4:00 p.m. SL time. And the sim that you want to go to is called Velinissimo. That's going to, I think Luke will probably put a link or something in there later. But if you go there on Friday, 4:00, they're going to be having a tour. At 5:00 p.m., the Royal Australian Air Force has the Roulettes doing their air show. And, of course, later that night, there's going to be a parachute contest, I believe, a landing contest, which is pretty awesome. Be a lot of fun to do for those of you who want to take a crack at it. And I'm personally going to be DJing for Admiral. Admiral asked me to DJ that night for the after party. So that's what's going on Friday. On Saturday, we're going to have the hot stuff. We're going to have the Coast Guard, the Whitehawks, and we'll also have the French Patrol and the Hawks aerobatic team. So they're going to be doing awesome air show, and the NAS Aerobats as well. So we're all going to be there on Saturday. And then, of course, on Sunday, that'll be the final coup de grace of it all. And the wing walking team, AWW, they're the only wing walking team in Second Life that I'm aware of, at least today. They're going to be doing their show there on Sunday, as well as Team Phoenix, who are incredible to see, and also the Brazilian aerobatic team, and, of course, us, the Blue Angels. We're going to be doing our thing, and you definitely want to come out and see. All of these air shows are going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be fantastic. It's always a good time. And, of course, Luke's going to be there, too, reporting back for his podcast. Yeah, we'll be there on the 24th at noon, same time as we always do the podcast. So, and we'll be broadcasting live from Mona. And I heard that the Blue Angels are going to be practicing at that time. So, we will be able to show the folks a little bit of that practice here, kind of impromptu. Yeah, we've been practicing there a lot, but I also wanted to let everyone know, because I forgot to add this part in there. For the entertainment over the weekend, I believe the Bon Jovi tribute band is going to be playing, and Billy Bob's, what do you call Billy Bob's band, Luke?
Billy Bob's Psychedelic Underground Tribute Band.
Well, there you have it right there. Billy Bob's is going to be on Saturday. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah, Saturday at 3 p.m. As soon as the air show's over. Saturday.
Well, so, yeah, you definitely want to come down and check them out. If you've never seen Billy Bob's band, they're awesome. I've seen them. They're awesome. You got to come and see that. And, of course, the Bon Jovi tribute, when that goes down, that's going to be pretty awesome, too. So I think that pretty much covers, unless you've got some other questions for me.
Yes. No, Trans just said Mike Mapp will be there too, and he's awesome announcing voice, and he'll be doing the Hawks announcement too, and so everything will be on the stream. People will need to use my player HUD. Because the audiences will be off on the Linden Sims, I do believe, unless that's changed. I think it is.
No, it hasn't changed. It's going to be on Linden Water where the stands are, so you're correct in that.
And I do thank Jade. She made us a studio there, set us up with MTFB radio with the studio. I think it's in there. I thought I had it on the video. Maybe I did. Here, I'm walking around. I just filmed this morning, and I already forgot what all I filmed. But yeah, the thing was there off to our right. I don't know how. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize. Yeah, you got a cool bar there. This is the Aerobatic Association's room, I think, and a nice meeting place, and looks like you got some adult beverages in the house. So if you're watching the video here, we come over to the MTFB radio music to fly by booth that Jade set up for us. And Jade, I've worked with Jade for a number of years now, and she's always great to work with and really helps out. So I do have some ground level stuff here, if you notice on the video. And so very graciously, you've given all the aerobatic teams an office and a place to res a plane. So that's very cool, too. So, making it a place, a hub for aerobatics, and that's great. We've needed that for a long time. And also I did the schedule, and I think I got here on the video, it'll show, I might skip ahead here a little bit. It'll show exactly where the sims are located here. I think I did put a map shot in here. Let me get, yeah. So there's a map. Come back a little bit here. Yeah. So there's a map of the, you're on Starfish, whatever they call that, Starfish Bay or whatever, where we're located. So a really good location right on the water. Okay, anything anybody else wants to add about Mona? You guys in chat, feel free to type away. And Blake, go ahead.
I want to add something. We've been fortunate to have that Museum of Naval Aviation be gifted to the aviation community, and I think it will bring the teams together as well as a lot of other people and help those who don't know about aviation and Second Life. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that don't know a lot about it. But, I want to thank, of course, Admiral TSP. And, of course, we have Duke here and Farron Sterling and Oliveri. And I want to give them credit, because especially Oliveri, because he's the reason why I'm here. He recruited me into the naval aspect of Second Life a couple of years ago, and otherwise I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, cool.
Look at that old 737.
Yeah, that's cool. So here's I'll pan around to our other guests here again one more time, and so Tran says she's proud to bring different groups together as friends, and so we all work together for the same cause, and it really is an awesome experience. If you've never been to an air show, please consider coming to this one. You'll be glad you did. And okay, one last call. Anything else? If not, we're going to move on to AW's segment, Builder's Corner. Okay.
I think that's
back into the corner again.
Yeah, there you go. You're back in the corner, AW. So.
Yep. Yep. Well, I'm too much of a grouch, so it's not usually where I'd be. Yeah.
Okay, so take it away.
Okay, it's taken. So I sent you a video, and the video is more or less in keeping with the whole doing things that are not the smartest thing you could possibly do, but fun. So the question is, how quickly can you get from Hollywood to St. Aubrey? If you had to get there as quickly as possible without teleporting. That's hope we can answer that question with the video. So roll.
Okay, here we go. Take it away, AW. Here we go.
Okay, so that's what we came up with, 529. The challenge has been set. And any of you who are watching, feel free to come and take the crown for that one. You got to go from Hollywood to St. Aubrey by vehicle and beat 529.
What was your actual speed?
Well, I don't know if you could see that Mach meter there. It was saying we were doing about 800 knots. If I go up to 180%, it goes beyond that. And the max speed in a straight line of this airplane is 84 meters a second. So that's a little bit under bullet speed for Second Life. I can't really do that many sim crossings at that speed. So probably we maxed out at about 75.
That was really cool. And if you want to do the challenge, make sure you do a video of it too, so we can show.
Yeah, do a video.
A video of it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a few things you should think about if you're going to try to do this. One of them is time of day. I've tried to do this I'm talking Eastern Standard Time, so it's New York time. In the late afternoon is the worst possible time on a weekday. I have never had good performance ever at any point in a vehicle at that time, like 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern is terrible. Which is like, what is that, 1 to 3 p.m. Second Life time. I guess a lot of the Europeans are still awake, and it's just a very, very bad time for bandwidth. The other thing is you obviously want to make sure that you're not carrying too much extra stuff with your avatar and everything. But then if you can, you're going to want to reset your router, reset your modem, and texture cache, things like that, before you make the run. And then you'll do pretty well. I mean, obviously I'm trying to show off our latest product here, which I really try to make it very efficient for fast flying, but still be, somewhat complex. So, but I'm sure there are other planes that can that can put their hat in the ring.
Yeah, probably so. But that was cool. That was really cool. So, what else you got for us, AW?
Well, you were talking about the bridge that I put out there.
I'll go ahead.
It's a special bridge, and so there are a lot of bridges in Second Life, a lot of roads, and there's a lot of things like that, and this is really nothing special. It is a nice bridge, it's PBR, and it's kind of modular. But this one, I don't know if you're looking at it now. This one has a specific feature which I'm still working on, and it is it's destructible.
That's cool.
That's cool.
The thing, and it's also a usable bridge. You can drive over it. The thing about destructible objects is the hard thing is to make them so that they can be scaled. And that's what I'm working on right now. So we'll just have to wait for it to reappear. Now, if I edit this, I'm going to edit all 3 parts so I can scale them all up. And if I were to scale it all up like that, you would expect that the bridge, when it goes into its destroyed mode, it wouldn't match, because you can see the destructed one now is too small. So it's taken me a while to figure out how to do this, but hopefully, and I know we're live, so I'm kind of going out on a limb here, hoping that my technology works. But by the use of like link set data and start strings and just new things that have been made available in LSL, now it is possible to scale not only the bridge itself, but scale the destructed version.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So you can even scale it down if you want. And right now it's probably almost around the right size for a 2-lane Second Life road. It takes up a lot more land impact now with the destructed part of the bridge 75 and the non-destructed one is 150 land impact. But it is possible. So the original size was something around 70 or so for the bridge, and the destructed one's about 35 or 40. So with all the effects and everything, you're going to max out at around double 70. But when it's in quiescent state, it'll just be 70 or 75, and that's just for the bridge at that size. So the idea was I wanted to make this an interesting target. There are a lot of vice targets out there that's like an oil tank or something. Everybody's used to that, but there aren't any that get very kinetic, and they give you the satisfaction of seeing that you blew a bridge. So if and when this gets released, it'll be like a hard target to kill, but when it does, it'll be very satisfying.
That's cool. Well, you're not only good at doing speed runs, but you're also good at blowing stuff up. So,
yep.
Agreed.
If you remember our test we did over at the fly-in the week before when we set off a nuke there, which was it's very cool. Is that nuke available?
It's part of the B-1 Lancer. It's not available separate.
Okay,
Since
yeah, that's right.
We released a lot of products. We have the latest new thing is another new idea, which is a Chinook helicopter that drops actual troops.
Oh, yeah.
Paratroops that will land and then they attack you.
Cool. Is that on the market now?
Yeah, that's at PTF. Well, the thing in the video is the newest one, is the Blackbird, but
yeah.
Before that came the Chinook.
And the Blackbird has been released Chinook too, hasn't it?
Yeah, the Blackbird was just released.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. Anything else, AW?
Oh, too much to mention, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So.
Okay.
We are going to be hosting the Grid Drive next weekend, not tomorrow, but a week from, at Alpha Omega. So it'll be a really nice gift, and I hope you all come for the DOSL Grid Drive.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Hey, Luke, can I do a plug for AW?
Sure.
And AW is not paying me to say this, obviously, but if you guys are going to go do the Grid Drive, the one that AW is talking about, AW makes many awesome cars, but I have a few of the stuff that he has. My favorite one is the Skyline. You got to try the Skyline that AW makes. It's probably one of the faster cars in Second Life. It goes over sim crossings like a dream, and the sound of shifting the gears in that car, it will get you high. I'm telling you. So got to go to AW and go check him out. Check out the cars. Check out the planes. Everything he's got. He's very, very good at what he does.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, the sim crossings are very impressive in his vehicles. And the sounds. I know he spends a lot of time perfecting sounds in his vehicles. So.
Well, that's what I was, before I came here, I was audio engineering a lot. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Keep making cool stuff. I mean, you produce a lot of stuff. You're always putting out something new, which is
both Mickey and I, we put in a lot of hours. We sure do. When I add this with my real life job, it's the number of hours in a week is
I can only imagine
borderline pathological.
Workaholic, but that's good. We like it. You give us a lot of stuff to play with.
One of the most loved thing of AW is the motorbike, the Winged Victory. I use it every day. It's very good stuff to explore all the things, the land, the forests, the roads, and it's very easy to handle. And I'm very astonished. Also, the sim crossings are very well done. I think I have to say that because I hope that a lot of people will use it too.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It's really nice to hear things like that, because when I make a product, it's with those particular things in mind. And when people see the particulars that I intended without necessarily advertising it as such, then I feel like I've accomplished my goals. We have plans to make a Softail or a Fat Boy type that will also have the cruise control.
Nice.
I'm not sure when, though.
Nice.
Well, take my money already.
He gonna make it. He's gonna invest in the product. Sight unseen.
The next thing is coming out. It's absolutely free if you finish the drive next week. So
okay, yeah, you sponsor a lot of drives too. That's good.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 a year, or plus the special event ones.
Yeah. So good deal. Okay, we'll go around for last words, and AW, go ahead. Any last words besides what you've already wowed us with?
Oh, last words. I regret that I have only one life to give for my second life.
Yeah, I wish there was two of you, and then you'd make double the stuff.
Patrick I can't remember who I'm trying to quote there.
Yeah.
Patrick Henry, maybe.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. I regret. Did he actually say that? I thought I heard something that he didn't really say that. I regret that I only have one word when they have him on trial.
There's a famous saying that says, "Misattribution is one of the worst ills of our times," by Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, that's a misquote. That he didn't really say that.
Yeah. No, of course not.
Well, yeah, and whoever I've heard this attributed to Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln, Mark Twain. It's better to be thought a fool than speak up and remove all doubt. I don't know who said
that. I've heard that.
I think there's a lot of people that have. I think it goes back to the Roman times, actually.
It could be
Tacitus or someone. Someone from back then might have been the first that did that. Yeah. I was just recently looking at Hanlon's razor, which I think is probably it predates Hanlon, which is never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity.
That's a good one too.
Love it.
I saw one. What was it? A kid, 16-year-old kid sitting there, and he says, what was it? I don't know why my parents are so dumb. I've got this smart in 16 years. Why is it taking them so long? Been there and done that on both ends. from the 16-year-old end, and then from the parent end. So I thought my dad was the dumbest person in the world until I got about 21 or 22 years old, and found out he actually knew what he was doing most of the time.
I'm just glad that I survived all the dumb stuff I did when I was
Yeah. Tell me about it. I sometimes lay awake at night and can't go to sleep thinking about, I could have been killed doing that.
I think I could fill a book with those type of little things.
Passing a guy 120 miles an hour at the top of a hill on a 2-lane highway. On the left-hand side.
Like that too.
Oh gosh. Lived through the 70s, yeah, barely, but I did, Trent. I lived through the 70s.
The stuff that I do here on Second Life is truly for Second Life only. In real life, I drive a hybrid.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, I've got a 4-cylinder Nissan Altima. I do have a Highlander that's got a 6-cylinder and it's pretty bad, but That's my wife's car. She don't let me drive it too often.
Well, that Blackbird, the real one is, if you're going to have two of them, you'd have 4 V8s.
Yeah.
To start the Blackbird.
Yeah. That sounded cool, though, that startup sequence you had on there.
Yeah, those are good sounds.
Yeah, that was very realistic. Kyle, anything last words there for us, bud?
Nothing that really come to mind. Welcome to 2026. It's great to be back in the saddle with the podcast, and I'm looking forward to what we have going on this year.
Yes. Blake?
Yeah. I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and hopefully everybody has a prosperous and healthy year to come. And want to remind everybody about the Museum of Naval Aviation to come out again on the 23rd of January. That's in about 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. And come out and check out the largest naval aircraft collection in Second Life. And we'll see you at the air show.
Awesome. Metmaz?
I think we have started well in 2026 with this podcast. As it was a good podcast, as every others too. And I'm looking forward for the Museum of NAS, of Naval Air Station. Well, I'm looking forward for the next podcast.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. I'd like to thank again Blake and Duke and Trans and Farron and Oliveri for joining us here. Any thing any of you folks would like to say as we close out here?
Thanks for having us, Luke. We appreciate it.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm glad to help promote the event. It's going to be a good one. Okay. Yes, it does, Trans. That's true. That's why we do it, because we have. And the good thing here in Second Life, we can't actually die. So.
I can't imagine Second Life without vehicles.
Yeah, right. I wonder when they created Second Life, did they realize what people were going to do with vehicles here, and that scripters could actually make them work as well as they do, given all the limitations of the scripting language here.
Old.
Yeah.
I don't think it was original to like the first Second Life, but I think it was pretty soon after they invented Second Life. I think the vehicle system came in.
As I've often... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't think that when they were creating Second Life that they thought of a lot of things that people would end up creating here. I mean, you've seen some of the stuff in here really requires about a gallon of brain bleach. So, I'm like,
I know that guns were part of the original idea of Second Life.
Yeah.
They were doing shooting, I think, that on day one.
Yeah. And of course, sex was too, but that's a story for another time. I've often said I wonder, because the way that they laid out the highways, where you have roads going through corner after corner after corner and regions.
They actually were talking about that, the moles, and they said that the reason for that is because there's no eminent domain.
Right.
So if someone owns a parcel and it goes right up to there, they won't invade that parcel, and that's why they end up in the corners a lot of the time.
I see. Okay. I wondered did they actually think people were going to use the roads with vehicles when they came up with it, but you scripters have done an amazing job of with what you have to work with to make.
Well, if you got a corner that's right smack in the middle of the road, nobody can script around that. You have to go slow.
No, yeah, you have to. I try to angle around it, hit where I'm not hitting the corner so head on. But it's
I think Joe Magarac has got a thing that automatically stops you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to let off the gas, but it'll act like you did. It just automatically stops you when you get to the edge there.
Yeah. Okay, folks, I'm going to say so long and Happy New Year to everybody. Again, thanks to our special guests again. And it was a good way to kick off the new year with a new podcast. And we will be back. Is it the 24th? Have I got the date wrong? Friday? I'm going to look at my calendar.
23rd.
Yep.
That's Saturday.
23rd, yeah. Yeah, so 23rd Friday, the 23rd at 12 p.m. we will be over at Mona doing another podcast, and we'll do a little deeper dive into Mona there while we're there. And whatever else this crew comes up with. So with that, I'm going to say so long and see you all next time.